So, good evening to fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. Welcome to the 171 meeting of Chalk and Duster Toastmaster Club. And I am TANISHA, your sergeant in arms for today's meeting. And it's an honor to be the first speaker for today. So before that, let's take a moment to remind ourselves for our club's mission to create a positive and supportive space where members are empowered to grow their communication and leadership skills, leading to increased confidence and personal growth. So before we dive into the today's session, I kindly ask you to silence your cell phone and minimize distractions. Thank you. Please refrain from any side conversation during the meeting and try to avoid entering or leaving the room during the prepared segments. Uh, so now let's get started with a big round of applause as I welcome our presiding officer, Toastmaster Ravinder. So Toastmaster Ravinder, the stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tanisha, for opening this meeting beautifully. So, greeting Toastmasters. How are you all? You all can unmute yourself and share your
Great.
feelings as we are going to start and we are going to jump into the 2025. So, may I know your feelings or your thoughts about the 2024? How it has been? Let's start with Toastmaster Gaurav.
Thank you, Presiding Officer Ravinder. So 2024 has been a great learning year. So there has been a lot of learning that has happened. So it is both on the professional front as well as from the personal front. The target for 2025 is to upskill, upgrade, and take 2024 as a platform and launch myself in a better in terms of my professional and in terms of my personal thought or personal objectives. So I think that should be the tendency that you not replicate, you learn from what you did and you add value in the upcoming years. So that gives a lot of new dimension and learning. So I think 2024 was a good year for me, and I intend to continue with the same spirit and zeal for 2025 as well. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gaurav. So after Toastmaster Gaurav, what are your thoughts, Nirmala, on this?
Thank you, Ravinder. As already mentioned that Gaurav, my health is not well, and starting with the 2025 is really hectic. 24 hectic cause my exam and there and already is so I am just con little bit fear and anxiety because I nothing do any study. So I don't know what I'll do in exam, what will write in paper. So that's why I'm so worried. And now 2024 is really past is always the experience and so much learning I gather from 2024. And definitely we all are trying to improve ourselves. So my target also that. Be a good person in 2025, be good. I should acquire my more polite in behavior as well as in my career, so I try to be on more success in my career. So that is the more my target in 2000 for 2025 with my study. So I will do it, and that's it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nirmala, for sharing your thoughts. Let me share one story with you all. There was one girl, her name was Amira. So she was confined to a wheelchair, but she was having some dreams of running. So every day she visualized the finish line, the winning line. With relentless determination and countless therapy sessions, she took her first step. And a year later, she crossed her first 5,000 finish line. With the tear of joy were coming out of her eyes. And her journey taught that with unwavering spirit, even the impossible become the possible. Because impossible say, I am possible. So with this thought, I would love to say, whatever is impossible, just try it once. Then it will seem possible. With this, I open the meeting number 177. And with this, I hand over the stage to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster TANISHA. She is a young enthusiast and a BTech student from Jammu. Over to you, Toastmaster TANISHA.
So thank you so much, Toastmaster Ravinder, for again giving me this opportunity to be the Toastmaster of the day. So good evening to fellow Toastmasters and my dear guest. So let's have a little fun with our imagination. Please give a few moments and few minutes. So kindly close your eyes for just a moment and think about the last win you had. Do you ever feel like life is all about chasing the big wins? Getting the promotion, achieving the perfect score, or reaching that dream milestone? We often focus so much on the big picture that we forget to pause and celebrate the small steps along the way. You have just achieved something small but meaningful. May you be made a really good cup of coffee this morning, finally water those drooping plants, or even manage to find that missing socks from the laundry. Take a moment and think about how that felt. Pretty good, right? Like a little spark of the happiness in your day. So now let me ask you some little and short and sweet questions. So how do you celebrate these small wins in your life? I would like to call um, Toastmaster Gaurav. So, Toastmaster Gaurav.
Thank you, TMOD, Tanisha. Because I think these small wins are very important. They are the perfect confidence booster for anybody to achieve bigger things. So they act as a catalyst to achieve the bigger objective. Therefore, it is important that we recognize, we appreciate the small activities and the small win, because that will give you the confidence to achieve the bigger goal. Success is a habit. So if you are successful in small things, automatically you will be successful for your bigger objectives in your life. Like, I'll give you my example. Whenever, like, we get a feeling, I mean, success, I mean, win is nothing but a feeling. So whenever I get a feeling that I have achieved something, maybe it may be small or it may be big, so we celebrate it generally. We If it is official, then we have a team lunch or team dinner, whatever it may be. If the win is on the personal side, then we go for a dinner with the family or something like that. So that makes a self-contained, gives you a self-containment. Yes, you did it, and that is why you are celebrating. So it is a combination of what you did and what is the end result. So that gives you confidence that if you achieve a bigger thing, then the outcome will be much more. So that was my thought. Back to you, TMOD.
So, thank you so much, Gaurav, for sharing your views and valuable insights with us. Now, my second question um, how do small wins motivate you? And I would like to ask this question to DTM1. So, DTM1.
Thanks for the question. Small wins for me is very important. Small wins build momentum, right? So once you have a small win today, that builds you a momentum to continue, and then that gives you confidence, right? Small wins for me is a big step towards a bigger goal, right? So For example, in Toastmasters alone, I have a small wins and I have a big wins. But my big wins is because it started with my small wins. I'm privileged to elected in the third highest position last year in the district and second highest position this year. It's a big privilege, and I consider those a big wins. But those big wins will not matter if I don't have those small wins to prepare myself for this position I am. And next year, I'm gunning for the highest position. If I'll make it, that's a big win. If I did not make it, it's still a win because not all over the world or even in the district, not all has the privilege to run in a position, right? You would undergo process. To be able to run in a trio position, you need to be nominated. You just can't be there, oh, I want to run. No, they have to nominate you. So you have to undergo process, interview, your qualifications, right? That's already a win. So small wins or big wins, it doesn't matter. We need to celebrate because it builds momentum.
So, thank you so much, DTM1, for sharing your beautiful insights with us. Now, I would like to ask another question to guest. So, guest Mudik, am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Okay, so kindly turn on your cameras. Okay, so my question for you is, what small win made you smile today?
What small?
Win made you smile today?
Yeah. I just remembered one of my mother's dialogue, so that made me smile today.
Oh, that's so sweet. So thank you so much. And with
Welcome.
that,
You're on mute, Tanisha.
okay. So with that, I would like to continue my topic. So when was the last time you felt proud of something small you did? Did it make you smile or did it motivate you to do more? That's the magic of small wins. They may seem ordinary, but they can light up your days in extraordinary ways. And tonight, as we dive into the theme, the power of small wins. So let's celebrate these tiny victories that often go unnoticed, but have the power to transform our lives. So let me share a personal example. A few years ago, I decided to try cooking. And now I will admit I wasn't exactly the best in the kitchen. Cooking always seemed overwhelming, so I avoided it. But one day I thought, let me try something simple. And I found a recipe for a vegetable pulao. Rolled up my sleeves and got to work. It took me forever. I chopped the veggies unevenly and I kept checking if I was burning the rice, and I even Googled what does saute mean. But eventually it was done. And when I took the first bite, it wasn't perfect. But hold on, it was good. And that moment of creating something with my own hand gave me a boost of confidence and energy. So now, what is the smallest win that make you feel champion? Anyone who wants to answer it? Okay, so guest Akash. So,
Greetings, ma'am. I'm so happy to
okay,
be a part of today's meeting. So thank you so much
okay.
for giving me such wonderful opportunity. One small thing that makes me happy often is uh, getting connected with my friends. Back few minutes after 7 years, I got a video call with my college friend. We were sharing lot many things. that has happened after our meet. So what I usually used to do is I go with my friends, share certain things that makes me more happy, the chatting moments, the trip moments, the funny moments, all those things. Sharing such kind of things makes me happy every time. With those sharing, I to make them little smile and I get more enjoyed at that moment. So
So, thank you so much, Akash, for sharing your beautiful memories with us. So, with that, before we dive into today's exciting meeting, let's hear from our journal evaluator, DTM1. Just like the theme of today, the power of small wins. DTM1 is here to guide us, helping us and improve one step at a time. Through his evaluation, we will learn how those small steps of feedback can lead to big growth. And DTM1, over to you to share your evaluation guidelines and show us how we can progress together. So DTM1, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tanisha. As your general evaluator, I will be giving my general evaluation of the whole meeting later on. However, in general evaluation portion, we have the so-called tag team and tag team with the helpers. So I would like to introduce our tag team first. And upon calling those helper, please mention your role later on when I call your name. First, it's my privilege to introduce our timer, no other than our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Tanisha. Toastmaster Tanisha, over to you and mention as your role.
Toastmaster DTM1, today's timer is Toastmaster Tanisha is not a timer. So being a timer for the meeting, I will record the timing of each and everybody who will speak, and there will be a one prepared speech, and for that there will be the timing for 5 to 7 minutes. In the when the 5 minute will be over, then I will show the green card, and when the 6 minute will be over, then I will show the yellow card, and after the 7 minute, then I will show the red card. And for the evaluation, there will be the time limit for 2 to 3 minutes. At the 2 minute, I will show the green card, and 2.5, I will show the yellow card, and at the 3 minute, I will show the red card. And for the TTM session, the timing will be 1 to 2 minutes, and at the 1 minute, I will show the green card, and 1.5, I will show the yellow card, and 2 minutes, I will show the red card. And I will show my report after the as the evaluation general evaluator will call upon during the meeting. Thank you, and over to you, DTM.
Thank you for the correction that you took over the timing role and no longer Tanisha as the timer. I understand Tanisha is already full with her hands as the TMOD. Moving on, following our agenda, it says here our counter is no other than Toastmaster Nirmala. Toastmaster Nirmala, your turn.
Thank you, General Rebecca, ETM1, and once again, good evening, everyone. So today I am playing the role of hour counter. As the hour counter, my role is to notice everyone's speech and observe, take the note of pause and filler words like repetitive word like that, just kind of word. So I will note that word and keep in a present a report at the end of the meeting when the general reporter called me. And this is the from my side. Thank you. Over to you, CTM1.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Nirmala, and thank you for stepping up to this role. And lastly, the member of the tag team, which is the grammarian, and that will be Toastmaster Gorap. Toastmaster Gorap, take it away.
Thank you, DTM1. And today I am very excited to perform the responsibility of the grammarian. And because the theme for today, power of small wins. So that is very exciting. And to do a grammarian rule for this theme gives a lot of encouragement because I am sure that I am going to listen lot of good phrases and good sentences. because as a grammarian, it is my responsibility that I should keep a track of all the usage of the languages by the speakers who are speaking today, and some good phrases and words which we use during this meeting as well. Further, as a grammarian, it is my responsibility to introduce you with the word of the day. And the word that I have selected is phoenix. What does phoenix mean? Phoenix means rising from the ashes. An example of this word is a sentence is like the team hopes to rise like a phoenix from the ashes next season. So this is a very positive word that goes with the theme as well, and that goes with the current situation as well. Further, I will share my report whenever I will be called upon by the general evaluator during the meeting. With this, I'd like to hand it back to you, DTM1, and best of luck to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you very much for providing the word of the day. Phoenix, remember to use the word of the day when you do your table topic speech later on. And I would like to commend the tag team. The tag team are the helpers of general evaluator, and I always considered them as the real heroes. So the general evaluation portion is because the tag team, they are there to not only doing the role, but they are focused all throughout the meeting. From the start to the end of the meeting, they are there providing report later on, and they need to listen very well, particularly focusing on focus. They are also learning organizing skill, because later on they will provide a report. Moving on, I would like to return control to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Tanisha.
So thank you so much, DTM1, for again giving me the opportunity to continue my topic. So today's meeting is beautifully divided into three segments. That is practice prepared speeches, table topics, and the journal evaluation. Each part, much like today's theme, the power of small wins, help us to improve little by little. And let's start with our first segment, which is the prepared speech round. And before we invite DTM want to take this stage as our first speaker, so let's hear from his evaluator, Toastmaster Gaurav, who will share the evaluation guidelines for DTM1. So Toastmaster Gaurav, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, TMOD Tanisha, and I am really very excited to hear DTM1. He will be delivering a practice speech which will test his vocal variety. The time limit for the speech is 5 to 7 minutes, and it is, as we know, it is a practice speech. So DTM1 is a very experienced speaker, so it is an opportunity for all of us to understand, learn his style as well. And let's let's grab all the opportunity, the best what we can learn and improve ourselves. With this thought, I like to hand it back to you, TMOD, and best of luck.
So thank you so much, Toastmaster Gora, for sharing the evaluation and guidelines. Now it's time to fuel up for an inspiring speech with our distinguished speaker, DTM1. He will take us on a journey through the powerful topic, which is the running out of gas. In the next 5 to 7 minutes, he will share insights and lesson on how we can recharge when we feel drained and discover how to push forward when our energy seems to fade. So let's give big round of applause and welcome DTM1 to the stage. So DTM1, running out of gas, DTM1. So over to you, DTM1, and all the best.
Have you experienced running out of gas when you're driving? Have you experienced running out of gas in your life? Well, to start with, the phrase running out of gas can refer to a number of situations. That includes running out of fuel in your car, or possibly running out of energy or enthusiasm in your life. Let's take first the literal meaning of running out of gas. And this is my personal story. Few years ago, I drove to Edmonton. Edmonton is the capital city of the province of Alberta here in Canada. I went to a Toastmasters event. It went well. Good event. I had the opportunity to reconnect with my Toastmasters friend. But what is important in that one is the learning. I learned many things on that day in Toastmasters. As in all events, everything has an end. The event was finished and I need to go back home. I need to drive back home for almost 2 hours. And it's already late. I immediately jumped to the car, opened the ignition, boom! While driving, I'm reflecting on what I had learned in that event. And in the middle of my travel, I noticed in my dashboard, lights came out like twing. But that light is not a positive one because that light indicates low fuel. I'm running out of gas. Now, what are you going to do if you're running out of gas? When a car runs out of gas, it can cause the engine, fuel pump, and other parts of your engine to overheat probably. I'm just lucky. It only shows low gas. So what are you going to do? Well, you have to drive slowly. That's what I did. I drive slowly to save on gas. I even turned off the radio, thinking that it might help me save on gas. They said if you are running out of gas, you need to pull over on the side and wait for help. I did not do that. Why? Because I'm driving in a really dark highway. No one is there. No car following you. So I'm scared. So I just continue driving slowly to the speed of 30 to 40 kilometers an hour. That's so slow. To end the story, my personal experience, I survived. I was able to reach my destination, went to the gas station and refuel. And I learned my lesson. I should not low on gas. It did not happen to me again. But this year, 2024, I ran out of gas again. And this time, not the actual driving. I ran out of gas because literally and figuratively, I'm running out of energy and enthusiasm. How many of you experience running out of energy or enthusiasm in your life, in your work, in your career, or even in Toastmasters meeting? I've seen a lot of Toastmasters. They join, very enthusiastic, and then in the middle of their journey, they stop because they ran out of gas. Same like driving. The purpose of driving is to reach your destination. The purpose of life is to reach your goal. But it's normal to run out of gas. When you run out of gas in your life, you need to slow down. You don't want to get burnout. As you can see, Burnout will affect our body and mind. You're not only tired, you're physically, emotionally, and mentally drained. Imagine that, like driving a car without a fuel. The fuel is the one who gives us that energy to keep driving. Now, what to do if you're running out of gas? Well, you need to reflect, meditate, ask for help, or probably take a pause. It's okay to pause, but it's not okay to surrender. Remember, the main purpose of driving is to reach your destination. You may slowly stop, slowly driving, but it doesn't matter if you will take long to reach your journey. I encourage each and every one of you here. When you run out of gas, don't just surrender. You should be focused, still calm and confident, clear and concise, and of course, your focus is to reach your destination. Running out of gas doesn't mean it's the end of the world. Running out of gas is only a reminder that you should continue. Madam Toastmaster.
So thank you so much, TTM1, for your engaging and insightful speech. You really took us on a journey of understanding what it feels like to be running out of gas, whether it's in our personal life, work, or even our goals. Your message about the importance of organizing when we are running low on energy and finding ways to recharge was truly eye opening. It's a reminder that even when we feel drained, there is always a way to refuel and keep moving forward. We appreciate the valuable lessons and inspiration you have shared with us today. So let's give up another big round of applause for DTM1 for his wonderful speech. So with that, the power of small wins, building big success one step at a time as we reflect on the power of small wins. So let's pause and consider what truly moves us forward. In a world that often celebrates big milestones and grand achievement, we want something forget that success is built on those little victories. Think about this. An athlete is aiming for a marathon. Doesn't begin with the 26 miles. They start with one. The first step turns into two, then three, until the goal is within reach. Small wins, often overlooked, are the stepping stones to reach the achievement. As the saying goes, success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out, and each small win contributes to a larger picture. When combined, they propel you towards success in a way you might not even realize. So let's celebrate these small victories, and they are not just milestones. They are the rhythm that drives us forward, steadily shaping our success one step at a time. Now it's time to embrace the excitement of table topics. Just like the small wins we celebrate, these spontaneous moments help us to grow and shine. To guide us through this challenge, we have our amazing table topic master, Toastmaster Nirmala, ready to surprise and inspire us. So let's give a big round of applause and welcome her to the stage. So Toastmaster Nirmala, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tanisha, and good evening once again, everyone. So today I am playing the Toastmaster table topic master. So what is table topic? And can anyone tell me what is table topic? Anyone also let's understand from the guest. Sunil. Yes, Sunil, are you there? I think not. Toastmaster guest Akash. Right there. So I think you are not new from here. So tell me what is tabletop? Can you know that?
Table topic is a topic given at the time. Am I reaching you? Is my voice audible?
Yes, you're audible.
So, table topic is a topic that is given on time to the presenter so that he can make this flow of speech in a unique best way to deliver his ideas to the audience in a fruitful manner.
Yes, yes, you are really totally corrected, guest Akash. So table topic is a kind of a spontaneous thought is from where we can learn our four kind of different skill. What is first is listening, third is organizing, third is presenting, and fourth is delivery. So here that is the table topic process and what we learn. So first I'll give the topic and then I'll choose who will be the first speaker for our today's table topic. So first topic is, if you could travel anywhere in the world right now, where would you go and why? So who will be the first one to be the first, or shall I choose? Okay, I think I have to choose. Toastmaster Gaurav, are you ready?
Yeah, I can do. Can you just repeat the question, please?
If you could travel anywhere in the world right now, where would you go and why?
Thank you, Toastmaster Nirmala. But why to restrict myself to the world only? Why not the universe? Why not on the moon? Why not on the Mars? Why not on the Jupiter? Why not on the Saturn? When I have to travel, when I have to travel by my mind, so I can travel anywhere. Important thing is that there should be no restrictions in terms of the thought that can evolve your mind. But coming to your question, coming to your point, if I want to travel, I want to travel to Switzerland, because that has been one of dream. Because in my childhood days, I have seen one Indian movie DDLJ, and the background scenery background scenery of their movies was very awesome. So that still gives a sort of a missing out thing in my life until unless I go there. I have been to Zurich once, but I have not been to the hills in Switzerland. So that is missing. So I want to go to that place to my wife's wife, because it has been a sense of achievement for me if I am able to go there, because since childhood we have always dreamt of going to that particular place. But for that, I think, yeah, we need to, as the themes for today goes, we have to go for small wins. I have opened a SIP to achieve that goal. So once I have that amount accumulated, I will definitely make this goal a success for myself. With this, I'd like to hand it back to you, Toastmaster Nirmala. Thanks for this lovely question
Confident.
and revalidating my goals again. Thank you.
Great view, Toastmaster Gaurav. And I never thought why traveling. Whenever we thought that traveling, we just limited our area in world, not up to outer universe. So that's why I really like that. First, you started why this world, not the universe. I really appreciate your thoughts. And let's go to the second speech, second table topic. If you could go back in time and give advice to your 20 years old self, what would it be? So I would like to hear from Toastmaster Satya. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
So please give your thought on that topic.
Can you just repeat that question again?
If you could go back in time and give advice to your 20-year-old self, what it be?
Hmm. If I could have that superpower and move in the past and tell myself, a 20-year-old young myself, what to listen, the only one thing I'll tell my 20-year self is to don't listen to anyone. We are consumed with whatever wrong has happened in the past. We are worried about what can go wrong in the future. And in the meanwhile, what we lost is the present. So goals are met once in a week, a month, or even a lifetime if they are big enough. But the life is to be lived in every moment. And the purpose of life, a 50-year-old me is discovering of late, is to be happy. So whatever is making you happy, the purpose is to bring those more of those into your life. That's the only thing me, a 50-year-old, can tell me, a 20-year-old, if I could have that superpower. Thank you for that wonderful question, table topic. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Satya, and wonderful thought that this Soler is talking that need not listen anyone's guidance or anything. Just go with your flow, and that's a really thought-provoking your thoughts. So that's it. Let's go to the second topic. Third topic, sorry. What is the most important lesson you have ever learned in life so far? So I would like to hear from. So I'll go. Guess Sunil, are you there?
Yes, yes, I'm there.
So would you like to take this one?
Could you repeat the topic name again? I did not get you, ma'am.
What is the most important lesson you have ever learned in life so far?
Yes, I've learned many lessons from life so far, ma'am, and even I'm learning. And life is teaching uh, hard thing every day. So the most important thing I have learned so far in life, we should not be a lethargic or lazy person. Because of laziness, you can get a lot of setback in your life. So I have decided to work on my uh, this this is not a good quality to be a lazy person. So I want to be an active person ever, and I will work towards it. That's it, man.
Great thought, guess Sunil. And yeah, we all should overcome our laziness. And laziness is like a procrastination that we always do, and it's not for good. We all know. So good thought. So next, fourth topic is, if you could change one thing about your community or society, what would it be? I would like to hear from about this. Uh, Toastmaster Ravinder. Toastmaster Ravinder.
Yeah. Yeah, could you please repeat the question? Sorry, I was not.
Question is if you could change one thing about your community or society, what would it be?
First of all, thank you so much, Table Topic Master, for this wonderful question. One thing that I would like to change in my community or in my environment will be to educate the people that we have this wonderful environment, this wonderful and beautiful environment in which we all are living. So we need to keep it clean. And if we will regularly, even if I say I will share my story here, every year on my birthday or on my daughter's birthday, I love to plant seeds in our area, in our locality, community garden, so that we can contribute to our society. We can make our city clean as well as the green. And being a part of one non-profit organization in a Sabada Bala Academy, in that we 30 to 40 people are joining together, and we are enforcing this and awareness about the environment, and we are celebrating that if we are doing, then we can connect with all the people so that we can make a change in this society or in the community. This is not a job of one person. Even when we all will connect together, then this change is possible. And I would love to share my thought with this, that if I can do or we can do, then you all can do that. And we should work for this. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Ravinder, and you are doing great. This is really a need in our society that should clean our from if we go from our end, so will everyone will come and will do, and it will be create a beautiful place in earth in future as well as for ourselves also. So next, this topic I'll like to hear from DTM1. DTM1, are you ready?
I am ready.
So your topic is, what is the biggest risk you have ever taken, and was it worth it?
So my understanding is, what is my biggest regret?
Biggest risk. What is the biggest risk you have ever taken, and was it worth it?
It's the biggest risk.
Yes.
RISK.
I think the biggest one is moving to another country. I think that's the biggest risk that I took in my life, you know. When I moved to Canada, my only purpose is to work, right? That's it. In fact, I don't have any ambition of living or working to another country. But that risk actually paid off, because this is where I gain more wisdom. This is where I discovered Toastmasters. And this is where I was able to improve our life. All of us always take a risk. And they said that if you will not take a risk, then you will not go farther. You will not advance. Taking risk is like moving yourself to one place, and then you move to another, or you go higher, or you like level up. The only thing that I know is, if you're not taking a risk and then you're not moving, you're just like a tree, right? Remember the tree? Tree is not moving. They just grow and stay there until they die. But we, as a person, We are not a tree, so we need to move. So just like taking a risk, you are not staying in your comfort zone. Now, to answer your question, one of the biggest risks that I take in my life is moving out of country, living in another country, learning their culture, learning their language, and that's the biggest risk with good effect on my life. Over to you.
Thank you, DTM1. And yeah, you are really right that whenever we thought about risks, we first come in our mind is the fear. What should we do if we take the risk? But if we cannot take the risk, we will not go further. So yeah, risk is important to take in your calculated risk is important to take in your life. So last topic and last one is TMOD Tanisha today. So would you like to Tanisha? Would you like to one? Tanisha, are you there?
Yes. I'm ready.
So I'll give the topic to you. If you turn your life into a movie, what would be the title and why?
So I will definitely give the title to Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, because as we know, the life is precious. Life is nothing without any experiences, without any journey, without any struggle. So I will call my life story as a Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, because as we move in our life, we faced struggles, we faced difficulties, and we also tend to face difficult times with the support of others, and without them we can handle, or we and somewhere we can't handle the pressure. So by knowing the true value of life, and by knowing the true worth of your life, is the basic and the most important thing we all need to know and need to understand, which is quite lost in nowadays. Everyone is busy in their life and their routines, but we all somewhere left the importance of life by sending the gratitude, by thinking positive in our life, and by helping each other in every aspect of the simple goals, for achieving the most important thing, which is the patience and which is the support. So this is all about it. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tanisha, for sharing your views. I think everyone that done left
Nirmala, you can
only
give
guest
chance to
Akash. Guest,
Akash. Yeah.
yeah. Guest Akash, are you there?
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. So would you like to try?
Yes, ma'am. I'm waiting to present.
Okay. So your topic for you. If you could have any superpower for one day, what would be and how would you use it?
Ma'am, can you please repeat it?
Should I repeat again?
Yes.
If you could have any superpower for one day, what would it be and how you would use it?
Greetings, everyone. The topic I got is, if I get any superpower for a day, what would it be and how would I use that? So the superpower I wish to have is
Yes.
to fly. I always used to compare myself with eagles because one of the most special characters that I've observed from eagle is eagle has a very long-sighted power. It is used to point out the figure which it has planned to attack from a very long sight. As like eagle, I need to fly with the wings so that I can explore all over the places and point out what all that I need to get. With that power, I can still make more opportunities, or in case if I should help some people, I like to do that. Say if I get a power to fly to some new places where the people are in need of something, what I would do is I would collect the necessary things required for them, fly over and give it to them. In case of education, where I should go somewhere to upgrade myself, I readily fly to the place and get the knowledge from the place. So flying over from place to place is the superpower that I actually want to get. And with that, I can help myself and the people who are in need of that. Thank you for the opportunity. Over to you, TMOD.
Thank you, guest Akash, and sharing your view on your topic. And thank you everyone for participating in the topic and bearing with me. And this is from my side. Over to you, Toastmaster Tanisha.
So, thank you so much, Nirmala. So, what a fantastic table topic session. And each of those spontaneous responses, no matter how small, was a victory in itself. But here, the twist, those small, quick movements, they are not just random. They are the building blocks of something much bigger. Each little win, each burst of creativity is like a hidden spark that pushes us forward in a way we might not even realize at that time. So the truth is, success is not never about the giant leap. It's about the phoenix step we take every day. Think about it. Those small moments, whether it's a quick win at work, learning something new, or even showing up, make up the whole journey. It's like a walking a path, one step at a time. And every time you take a step, you move closer to where you want to be. Over time, little wins and build momentum and carrying us to bigger achievements and shaping us into stronger and more confident personality as well as a confident person. So as we continue with today's meeting, let's remember this. Success doesn't always look grand. Sometimes it's the small, consistent wins that matter the most. Whether it's acing a table topic or mastering a new skill, every little phoenix victory counts. And with every little win, we are not just moving forward, we are transforming ourselves one at the same time. And now we have finally arrived at the grand finale, the journal evaluation. So, this is where we reflect on today's small win and learn how to keep improving. Just like every little victory, the feedback we receive shapes us into our better speakers. So, let's welcome our journal evaluator, DTM1, who will guide us with his insights and help us to grow one step at a time. So give a big round of applause and welcome him to the stage. So DTM1, the stage is all yours.
Thank you once again, Toastmaster of the Day, Tanisha. Great job. Before I start our general evaluation, I read in the chat that our counter is dropping off from the meeting due to her health condition. So, if someone of you get the report from her or no report, so I believe she will not going to give the report. Having said that, that means to say we still continue even if like we are running out of gas. Okay, so before that, let me check the message per Biko. Okay, take care, Nirmala. Okay, So Nirmala tried her best to attend the meeting even if she's sick. So she did a great job for showing up in the meeting. Okay, the general evaluation portion. This is where we develop and improve more because of the evaluation. Of course, Pram is speech evaluator. We have one speaker and that's me, and I'm very excited to hear the evaluation so that I will improve. I give control to our speech evaluator, no other than our very own Toastmaster Gurab. Over to you.
Thank you, Ditamwal. And I would like to start with that you delivered a perfect speech. You were speaking from your mouth, but your body was telling what you are speaking. So that was the perfect correlation what you can have between your mouth and your body language. It was completely synced. It was going as per the flow of the topics that you were throwing across. Secondly, point number two, the way you narrated the example, that that was very helpful for the audience to correlate with the practical example of car running out of gas versus the energy and the enthusiasm the individual can leave. So it was a very good connect. It was a very simple example. The audience could correlate your personal life example and the correlation with the philosophy that you have done was something that all the budding toastmasters can run across. Now, one thought, maybe I think it was a nearly perfect speech, but one thought what I would like to add from my side, that it was a motivation speech. We wanted that audiences should be left with a self introspection, that why I am running out of gas. Nevertheless, it was perfectly delivered, but the introspection portion to the audiences can be increased, or can be self introspection for the audiences, maybe the energy transfer from you to the audience, so that can be connected more. So I think it was a perfect speech wherein all the toastmasters can learn many things, your body language, your vocal variety, they were nearly perfect. But I think maybe 0.1% you can improve in developing the personal connect in terms of the theme to the audiences, so that audiences, whenever they leave with a question and with a positive thought of getting the change or the energy to jump to do something. So overall, perfectly delivered. I think this speech should be recorded and shown to all the budding toastmasters as a perfect speech. And we with this, I like to wish you all the best, and thanks DTM1 for attempting this and making us learn many things. Thank you. Back to you, DTM1.
Thank you very much for that perfect evaluation. I'm really looking forward to how to improve that speech. As we all know, this is only a practice speech and not a pathway speech. And I asked actually Nirmala if we can record this because I really wanted to see the presentation, because I plan to rewrite this speech incorporating probably some like your encouragement and your feedback. So this is only a good way to learn more. So as I've said earlier, general evaluation portion is where we learn more from other people. So that's why we have this portion in our meeting. So thank you very much for your feedback. Well appreciated. And as you can see, friends and fellow Toastmasters, did you see how Toastmaster Gurab deliver his evaluation tonight? Really good. So I can see the big wins in there from transitioning you when you were a new member until now. So you will be one of the great evaluator of this club, and possibly you will do more. So great job. Thank you very much. I appreciate your evaluation. Moving on, I would like to call on our tag team. First, of course, our timer, Ravinder. Ravinder, over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator DTM1. for inviting me. Regarding my timer report for the speaker, DTM1 Eric Tandem took 7 minutes 20 seconds. And if I talk about the evaluation, Toastmaster Gaurav took 2 minutes 40 seconds. And in the table topic segment, Toastmaster Gaurav took 1 minute 43 seconds. And Toastmaster Satya took 1 minute 31 seconds. And Sunil took only 31 seconds. And Ravinder took 1 minute 35 seconds. DTM1 took 2 minutes 10 seconds. And Toastmaster Tanisha, she took 1 minute 50 seconds. Whereas the last Akash, he took 1 minute and 54 seconds. Except Sunil, all are eligible. And I hope you all are transforming day by day and hope you will soar like a phoenix. And with this, I am done with my timer's report. Thank you. And over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much for taking up the second role of timer. So you're wearing two hats too. So almost all of us here are wearing two hats. Okay, moving on. We don't have Nirmala as we know that she's not feeling well, but I would like to commend her. Even if she's not feeling well, she still show up. I always love saying this, and this is always my motivation to myself, not only to myself, as to others. Winning is imperative, but showing up is more important. So you can't win if you will not show up. So that's a good example from Nirmala. Even if she's sick, she showed up. So for now, we will understand that we will have no counter report. And that's a bonus because we will not see our or hear our filler words. But having said that, I would love to have a counter, but of course, let's excuse Nirmala for now. Let's just give a comment, positive comment that she showed up, and that's the most important part in showing up in a meeting and Toastmaster. Now let's go to our grammarian report, and I'm going to call again Toastmaster Gaurav wearing another hat.
Thank you, DTM1. And I have just shared my screen and really love the topic. And I think I was a big fan the way you have taken the session today. So coming to the report for today, so I think we did a good job today. The word of the day that was phoenix, that means rise from the ashes, and it was used by Toastmaster Tanisha 2 times and Toastmaster Ravinder 1 time. Some of the good phrases that we used today was small wins are the part to big wins. Purpose of life is to reach your goal. In case you are running out of gas, we need to reflect, meditate, and ask for help if required. If you are not taking risk, you are not moving. Very motivating, and I think that gives audiences a lot of introspection. Small wins are building blocks for big wins. So these are the few good quotes that were used. A slight improvement that can be there in terms of the pronunciation, because what I feel, the word lazy, lessons, and work was not pronounced properly, so that the audiences can understand in one go. So here we can improve slightly a bit. There was a phrases like not for good, so rather it should be not good. Question is the rather the outcome should be the question is. So this was the brief grammarian report from my side. Uh, hope it fulfills the objective for today's meeting. With this, I like to hand it back to you, DTM1. Thank you.
Thank you. Very well done report. Thank you for showing us your slide and also for those improvement, like you mentioned how to improve more. So having said that, allow me a few minutes to start my general evaluation. First, I would like to say thank you to all our guests. In behalf of our president and presiding officer, I would like to say thank you to all our guests for joining and participating in table topics as well. We started on time, and this is always our goal in Toastmasters. It starts on time and end on time. And we are not that club that we are waiting for other people to join. So that's a very good culture. You start on time and people will join anyway later on, right? Next, I would like to say thank you to all role takers today. Like Toastmaster Garab is a speech evaluator and at the same time still did a great job as a grammarian. To Nirmala, who did the table topic master and also tried her best to be the counter. To our Toastmaster of the day, thank you for leading us again tonight. Very well done. I would like to start with you, Toastmaster of the day. You did a great job in giving us again another enthusiastic opening of the meeting and giving your energy. So I would like you to encourage continue that energy. You also ask questions to each and everyone about their thoughts in your thought-provoking questions about small wins. So that's a very good job. Something that I would like you to recommend next time when you are the Toastmaster of the day, probably you should announce the change in the role. So this is one role of the Toastmaster, is to update each and everyone, including the general evaluator, the PO, or even our guests that, yep, give a, you start the initiative of announcing the change in the role so that all people are aware. I like that each and everyone putting their name role before their name, so that's a good help too for each and everyone to determine who's who in the meeting, like TMOD Tanisha. So that's great job. For our table topic master, I noticed even myself, I asked for her to read the question again. So that means to say almost of all of us did not understand the question in her first reading of the question. But I noticed that it's because she's not feeling well and probably that affects her energy and way of reading the questions not properly deliver, or probably the message not properly delivered to us. So, and people are also multitasking. That's one reason why. But I would like to commend her for giving the question first before calling the name. So that means to say these questions is for everyone, not just only for one person. Although I noticed in her last two questions, she called me and then give the question. But overall, most of the table topic portion, she reads first the question and then call her target or the target speaker. To our grammarian, thank you for providing the words of the day. You put it in the chat. However, it was not widely used, including me. So I need to learn that. I always actually remind myself to use the word of the day. In fact, I put this one. You can't read it. It says use word of the day. So I put this in front of my computer so that I remember. However, I find it very challenging to use the Pinex. So great job to TMOD and Tanisha for using the word of the day. And I think Ravinder used it too. But for most of us, it's very challenging. So probably my recommendation is use something that will be easily, like probably success or probably, yeah. So Phoenix means different many things. It's a phrase. Phoenix, if you will ask me, Phoenix is a, in mythology, it's a bird, but I like the meaning of phoenix, right? Rising from the ashes. It's just that it's really challenging to use it, particularly in table topic speech. But overall, of course, great job to you for providing that one. So you did your best and try to challenge us, and only two people accepted the challenge of using the word of the day. We have one speaker. I decided to deliver speech because I noticed in the chat there's no one giving or delivering a speech. So I challenged myself to do this practice speech. And I don't know, probably in the future, if I rewrite this speech many times, it can be a contest speech, just adding humor, more story, and connect to the audience. Again, thank you very much for the opportunity to be your general evaluator again. We are tiny again today, but we are mighty. Always remember, just show up and we will win. Small win. The start of small win is by showing up. Over to you, Toastmaster Tanisha. Thank you very much to each and everyone.
So thank you so much, DTM1, for your beautiful evaluation, and you guide us with the way of progression. So thank you so much again. And as we wrap up today's meeting, so let's pause a moment and reflect on the power of small wins. We often chase big goals, but it is the little victories, the quiet and consistent steps that truly lead us to the success. They may seem insignificant at the time, but each one of this builds growth, confidence, and progress. Success isn't a destination, it's a journey of teeny steps. Each steps, no matter how small, bring us closer to our goals, and over time, those small wins compound into something much greater than we ever imagined. Whether it's a learning a new skill, finishing a task, or simply pushing through a challenge, every small victory shapes our future. So let's start today. So let's celebrate the small wins because every little step moves us closer to who we want to become. It's not about the size of the victory, it's about the persistence, effort, and resilience we show with each step we take. So take a moment to think about your small steps and realize that they are leading to you to something greater. Keep going step by step and watch how those little victories can create something truly extraordinary. As I conclude my role today, I encourage each one of us to embrace the power of small wins. The journey of 1,000 miles always begins with one step. So thank you for all being the part of today's incredible meeting. So let's keep stepping forward and one small win at a time. Now let's give a big round of applause to our fantastic presiding officer, Toastmaster Ravinder, to wrap up the today's meeting in her own signature style. So Toastmaster Ravinder, the stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Tanisha, for this wonderful topic, wonderful theme, the magic of the small wins. And thank you everyone for showing up today. And with this, I will say that meeting number 177 is over. And you all are winners because you all show up and you spoke something, even if it's a table topic or is a prepared speech. Thank you so much, everyone. And we will meet again on this next Saturday. And next Saturday is the last meeting of 2024. So we will plan something. I will connect with Toastmaster Tanisha and Toastmaster Gaurav and Toastmaster Satya. If you have anything in your mind, then please share. For the time being, Tanisha, you can stop the recording.